Today we're here at the range with the C4 sights from Ultradyne. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process for getting them sighted in so you can have great results. Let's get started with the rear sight. As you can see, it has two knobs, windage knob and an elevation knob. The elevation knob goes from 200 yards all the way out to 600 yards in 50-yard increments. We're going to leave it at the 200-yard setting, which is the number 2 for the sighting in process. Next, we'll move over to the windage knob. All you're going to do here is make sure it's centered. So once you have the windage centered and the elevation knob set on 2, you're ready to move to the front sight. Up here, we have the C4 Dynamount front sight. All adjustments are the same for the Picatinny version as well. They both have a windage and an elevation adjustment. For the windage adjustment, you can make that adjustment with a screwdriver or a dime. As you turn it clockwise, it moves your point of impact to the left. As you move it counterclockwise, it moves your point of impact to the right. For elevation adjustment, you're going to depress the outer housing. As you turn the sight post clockwise, it's going to move your point of impact up. As you turn it counterclockwise, it's going to move your point of impact down. These sights are designed for a 200-yard zero. There are several ways to accomplish that. You can sight in at 200 yards for a perfect zero, or you can sight in at 50 yards with a point of impact being 0.4 inches low, or sight in at 25 yards with a point of impact being 1.4 inches low. We're going to sight in at 50 yards today at 0.4 inches low, and that has given us great results. Before we get started, I wanted to note that the C4 sighting system is set up for standard M193 ammunition or equivalent. That's a 55 grain bullet traveling 3,300 feet per second. With that ammunition, the elevation knob set on 2 is 200. Set on 4 is 400, all the way out to 6 equaling 600. If you're using different ammunition, it'll likely be similar, but you want to verify the point of impact at each one of the 9 positions. Let's take our first shot. Okay, looks like we're about 2 1/4 inches low and about 3/4 of an inch to the left. We're going to go ahead and make the adjustments. We're only going to make the adjustments on the front sight. We're not going to touch the rear sight. If you'd like to see how we came up with the adjustments that we are making, you can go to ultradyneusa.com and visit the blog post that accompanies this video, or look at your instructions. All right, let's go ahead and take our second shot. All right, looks like we're just a little less than a ½ inch low. That's where we need to be. Let's go see how that treats us out at extended yardages. We're going to take a shot at 200 yards, 400 yards, and 600 yards. And if we did our job properly, we should get hits at all 3. We got the elevation knob set at 2, so we're going to take our 200-yard shot. That's a hit. We're going to change our elevation knob to 4 and take our 400-yard shot. It's a hit. We're going to change our elevation knob to 6, take our 600-yard shot. And that's a hit. So we sighted in, 0.4 inches low at 50 yards. We got to hit at 200, 400, and 600 with 3 consecutive shots. We are zeroed in and ready to go.